Honorable President Pro Tempore of the Liberia Senate, Madam Bomi County, the Honorable Co-Deputy Speaker of the ECOWAS Parliament, Honorable Village, the Honorable Chair of the Executive of the Honorable House of Representatives of the Republic of Liberia, who's proxy for the Honorable Speaker, Honorable Edwin M, Honorable Snowe Jr, the Honorable Co-Chair of this Joint Committee, Madam Vice President of the Republic of Liberia, Chief Director Taylor, distinguished members of the ECOWAS Parliament, my boss on the Committee on Foreign Relations and House of Representatives also here, Senator Delocalized, the Secretary General of the ECOWAS Parliament, Acting Secretary General, Sir Rex Snowe, our friends, current and former members of the legislature, distinguished members of the Folk Estate, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of His Excellency, President Joseph Jr, President of the Republic of Liberia, I extend to you all a hearty welcome to Monrovia, our nation's capital, a city steeped in history, resilience, and unity. As head of the Liberian delegation of the ECOWAS Parliament, it is both an honor and a privilege to receive this distinguished gathering of parliamentarian policymakers and regional stakeholders. We are pleased to host this critical joint committee meeting, and we hope your stay in Liberia will be rewarding, memorable as the work we have come to undertake proceeds. Monrovia was founded in 1822. It was named after the former U.S. President James Monroe. It is not only political and economic, it's not only the political and economic heart of Liberia, it is a symbol of freedom and African self-determination with a sweeping ocean view uttered by market, proud heritage. Liberia stands as a vibrant hub for commerce and culture. It is here that the Liberian people know for their warm reception and hospitality. I want to take this time to welcome you to our great city of Monrovia. As we open this meeting, we do so at a time of great national pride. Just recently, Liberia was elected to the prestigious position of a non-permanent member of the United Nations Security Council. This is not only for Liberia, but for ECOWAS and Africa as a whole. This indeed is the second time that Liberia is sitting on such a prestigious seat at the global stage. I want to take this time to thank ECOWAS and the African Union for its support in endorsing Liberia to this strategic position. However, it is important to note that this milestone achievement would have never been a success without the full commitment of His Excellency President Joseph Jr, who put everything into this effort in ensuring that Liberia got this seat. We also want to take this time to extend thanks to the Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs and her team for the commitment, dedication, and strategy in ensuring that Liberia gets this critical seat at the global stage. Your Excellencies, members, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, this meeting of the Joint Committee on Administration, Finance and Budget, Public Accounts, Macroeconomic Policy, and Economic Research, Industry and Private Sector, which is being held under the theme Assessing the Effectiveness of the ECOWAS Investment Policy as a pinnacle for addressing the rising level of unemployment in the sub-region, would not be more timely or more urgent than today. Across our sub-region, unemployment, especially amongst our young people, is not just an economic concern, it is a social emergency that undermines peace, fuels migration, and erodes hope. According to recent data cited in the consent note, youth unemployment in West Africa ranks among the highest in the world. Despite the abundance of natural resources, human capital, and entrepreneurship, spirit of national unity. Consequently, the Joint Committee meeting is a critical platform to evaluate ECOWAS investment policy, to understand its strength, identify its limitation, and propose practical, impactful reforms. Our shared task is to ensure that this policy truly delivers on the promises by attacking quality investment, supporting private sector growth, and creating decent, sustainable jobs for our people. On the side note, just last week, the Liberian Senate took over 2 hours under the gavel of our distinguished protein to discuss unemployment for our young people. It was a debate raised by a Friday this year, Senator Delocalized, who flagged the issue of unemployment, and the Liberian Senate took this matter very seriously. So when this meeting was called to Liberia on the same team, it was like a testimony that as the Senate is driving this issue in Liberia and will show will be followed by the Honorable House of Representatives, ECOWAS is also raising this issue, and of all places in Liberia. In Liberia, we feel the need for full deployment of our young people. The need cannot be overemphasized because too many of our young people with talents, ambitions, are without the opportunity for jobs. Yet, we believe that with the right mix of policy, reform, investment incentive, and regional collaboration, we can change this narrative not only for Liberia, but for the entire ECOWAS community. Our future must be built on economic inclusion, innovation, and enabling environment where small and medium enterprises can flourish, not this meeting, but in our daily lives as we prepare our young people as we become a hope for our West African region. The Honorable Speaker, who is represented by our able Deputy Speaker, Bomi County, want to extend our deepest appreciation for your leadership and for your confidence in selecting Liberia as the host of this ECOWAS Parliamentary Joint Committee meeting for 2005. Your choice affirms Liberia's strategic role in a regional integration process and brings to forefront the readiness to contribute constructively to the ECOWAS agenda. Distinguished delegates and guests, as I conclude, allow me to thank members of the Liberian delegation at the ECOWAS Parliament, Senator Edwin Sr. of the Liberian Senate, Honorable Member Chris Mensa of the House of Representatives, Honorable Samuel R. Ennis of the House of Representatives, and Honorable Taiwan, who has worked with me collaboratively in ensuring the successful hosting of this meeting. Dear colleagues, as we bring our welcome remarks to an end, I want to ask you, members of the ECOWAS Parliament and our distinguished guests, to please fully integrate. Liberia is a country of hospitality, nice people, pleasant hospitality, and along the way you're going to see more of the Liberian hospitality. The program has already informed me, and I don't want to run my mouth, we should say it, but there are grand plans for our visit here. And the President, unfortunately, is attending another very important meeting today. This, he will not be here, but along the way, there will be some courtesy visits where you will get to interact with our officials of government and stakeholders so that we give you our Liberian hospitality. Again, on behalf of His Excellency, President Boycott, The Honorable Speaker, Richard Namdepoom, the President Pro Tempore of the Liberia Senate, I want to say you welcome to Liberia.